Okay, Word Activity 7 and 8. Word Activity 7 is going to cover creating columns, justifying your text, which we don't use a whole lot, and inserting the image and wrapping around the image. So everybody's eyes up here and your notes are out because you're participating in your own learning. There's something you might have to write down. I know, it's a fun Monday. Don't give me that look. Let's go. Okay, so create two columns as it says in the directions. What you're going to do is you're going to highlight the text. Do not include the title. If you include the title, it asks you to center the title, and it asks you to change the font and bold and some stuff like that. Stuff we've already covered. But don't include the title in the column. So you want that separate. Then you're going to highlight the text. Okay, then we're going to go to page layout, columns, and we're going to say 2. So it's going to change it to 2 columns. If you wanted to change it to more than that, you could. But 2 is what we are going to use for this assignment. Then you'll come back to the home button, and there's a left, center, and right align, and then there's one called justify. What justify does is it makes it the same on each side, so it sort of makes it like it has square sides, straight sides. But it's going to make your spacing in the middle, you'll see when I hit the justify button, see how some of the spacing goes larger. So it doesn't necessarily follow our 2 spaces after a period rule and some of that kind of stuff. Lots of times newspapers use sort of a justified setting. Then it's going to ask you to insert a picture from the R drive. You're going to insert picture. You're going to go out to your R drive and you're going to select the wipeout picture. It's going to put it in. Then what happens here, and I'm going to make this large so you can see the whole tab, is the picture tool tab comes up. So this is where we can change all kinds of things. We can remove a background from a picture. If you want to do that. Now some like it makes it look weird, but sort of like the guys jumping in air. If you don't like what it did, just hit edit undo. This is where you can do borders, picture effects, frames, different things. If you want to rotate a picture, sometimes kids want to know how to rotate a picture. This is how you do that. If you click away from the picture, it disappears, that tab. When you click back on, that tab, Picture Tools Formatting, shows back up. What it wants you to do today is wrap the text around. We're going to wrap it in tight, which means it's real tight around there. So when we move it down here, I believe it asks you to move it right before the first sentence wipeout. It will just blend in with the text there and it'll go straight down and then continue on. So to wrap text, we click on the picture and then there's wrap text. I selected tight. You could use square too if you like that better. Okay, so that's pretty much it. Wipeout, not too difficult of an assignment. The second activity you're going to do is you're going to draw. We're going to use our drawing tool. I know those are your favorites. File new, create. And just a reminder, this is mostly a review. But to draw, you go to Insert, and there's shapes. So like the first one asks us to insert a rectangle. So we insert a rectangle. Then we have these 2 tabs that pop up. Format drawing tool, just like we did before. When that pops up, we can fill our color with different colors. So it wants us to fill it with green. Okay. It wants it to make it a black outline, so we'll go here to the line colors. And then we want the weight to be 3 point. So if you go here, you can do weight. And you can choose 3 point. If you want to make a custom, you can do that there too. Then it wants the height to be 1 inch and 2.2 for the width. So we do that by size. Remember, it looked like this here, but if you have it smaller, you're going to have to click on that drop-down box. they want the height to be 1 and the width to be 2.25. Press enter, it'll make those changes for you. And then you'll move over to the next one. The next one's going to be an oval. If you want to click and move these, you can. So we're going to do that by insert, shapes, and draw an oval. Some of these will have you use more fill colors, pictures. You can use different gradients in here. Okay, there's textures that are available. The other option is always to right click as well. So if you want to right click on it, you can go to Format Shape if you don't want to use the toolbar. So either one is acceptable. So in the second one, it wants you to do a gradient with 2 colors. You can use 2. Or you can get the picture and all that good stuff here too. So, changes it to rainbow. Make sure you start on word activity 6 or 7 and then go on to 8. If you didn't get 6 done on Friday, do that in activity, or if you get both of these assignments done, you can go back and do that. Okay?